Hello everyone, welcome to the neighborhood family meeting. In the summertime, there are many fun things to do outside. Here's one thing that's very fascinating and makes people happy. Now I want to show you pictures and give you some clues to what it is. Do you see what I see? Bubbles! You can find bubbles in lots of liquids. You might see small bubbles in plain water. They'll always be in water or floating on the surface of the water, or soap bubbles that float freely in the air. Do you ever wonder how bubbles are formed? Watch how the bubbles are formed. Bubbles are pockets of soap and water that are filled with air. When soap and water are mixed together and air is blown into the mixture, the soap forms a thin skin or wall and traps the air, creating a bubble. It also forms a very thin skin that is more flexible than water. When air gets trapped under the surface of the mixture of soap and water, the flexible skin stretches into a sphere shape, round like a ball, making a bubble. Do bubbles have colors? Watch and observe the bubbles. What do you see? Is the bubble really transparent? Do bubbles have colors? Why do bubbles pop? Remember, bubble is made from soap and water. They can only last as long as the water lasts. In dry air, water evaporates and the skin of the bubble gets thinner and thinner until it finally pops. Do you know any other way that can pop the bubbles? When something sharp and dry touches the bubble, it pokes a hole in the bubble skin. All the air goes out of it and the bubble disappears. To learn how to touch a bubble without popping it, follow the Bubble Fun experiments. Today we learned something special about bubbles. They have many rainbow colors, they can float through the air, they're so fascinating. Our God is wonderful. He makes our heart bubbling over with joy and happiness. When we have God, He makes us happy all the time. Here's a song that we can all sing together. I'm in right, outright, upright, downright, happy all the time.
Let's sing it again.
I'm in right, upright, downright, happy all the time. I'm in right, upright, downright, happy all the time. Since I love to hear God, I love to follow Him. I'm in right, upright, downright, happy all the time.
Philippians 4:4. Rejoice in the Lord always, and again I will say rejoice. We can also sing this verse. Let's sing it together.
Hi everyone, we're going to sing Always Rejoice. Always rejoice, unceasingly pray, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God, in Christ Jesus, for you. Always rejoice, unceasingly pray, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God, in Christ Jesus, for you. Always rejoice, unceasingly pray, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God, in Christ Jesus, for you. Always rejoice, unceasingly pray, in everything give thanks, for this is the will of God, in Christ Jesus, for you.
Here are the materials that we need to make the bubbles. First we need some water. we need a container to hold the bubble solution. We need some measuring cups or measuring spoons. So we will be having, we need 3/4 cups of water, 1/4 cup of dish solution, and we need a teaspoon of sugar. So we're going to mix all those things together. So River, he's already put in a 3/4 cup of water. And River, can you hold this and we'll fill this up with 1/4 cup of dish liquid. Okay, that's good. And then this sugar. You need a teaspoon. Can you fill it up, please? And you can use that spoon to stir it up gently. Put it in. You can use any type of sugar. We're using brown sugar, but you can use white sugar too. As we learned earlier, bubbles disappear because the water in them evaporates and they become fragile and pop, while we add sugar to the solution to make them evaporate slower. River is going to show us how to make a wand out of a pipe cleaner.
First, you take one end and then curl it up like this, and then you fold this to there. You do that again until you can't see it. If you want it shorter, you just put it at the right size and then bend it, and then you twist it. And there you go.
For our final experiment, we need some items. First, get a small bowl or the lid of a container. You need a straw. You need a pencil. Okay, so take your container, put it onto the table, and fill it with bubble solution. Just put some in. All right, take the straw and then blow a bubble. Try to blow a big bubble. Okay, dip into the solution and then dip it into the bubble, see if it pops. You can try with other things, maybe even your finger. Now you can experiment by sticking objects that have been moistened in the solution through the wall of the bubble to see if it pops. Okay. If the bubble breaks, don't worry, you can always start again.